scoreline. Bayern Munich Dynamo Kiev.
4-1. 4-1.
I think 5-0.
Okay.
Benfica Barcelona.
2-2.
2-2. Benfica Barcelona. Let me see. That game will be very difficult, but I see Barcelona winning 3-1. Manchester United Villarreal.
I'm seeing a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Let's see. I say a draw. 1-1 draw. Juventus.
Chelsea winning 2-0.
2-0. Well, that game will be very, very difficult with Chelsea's latest form. I say a draw. Chelsea might end up playing a draw. Hello guys, so welcome to Fans Talk Football. Yeah, we talk everything football, analyze everything football, give the fans the opportunity to talk, give you out there to talk. So today is match day live, and we're here again to talk about the games for tomorrow, the Champions League games for tomorrow, and so many big games ahead of us. Manchester United taking on Villarreal, Juventus taking on Chelsea, Bayern Munich taking on Dynamo Kiev, and Barcelona, a merciless Barcelona, taking on Benfica on the 9th. So our first game on review will be Bayern Munich taking on Dynamo Kiev. So how do you see the Dynamo Kiev game?
The Dynamo Kiev game should be an easy task for Bayern Munich to due to the fact that they have always been on form. And also considering the fact that Dynamo Kiev played goalless draw in their last encounter, in their last match, I'm not really seeing them doing beyond their, the expected efforts that they have been displaying all this while. So it should be an easy task for Bayern Munich. And if you have to ask me my prediction, though the other time I got it wrongly based on Chelsea prediction, maybe as a result of me being a fan. But now I think I can say Bayern Munich 4-1. I think so. That might be my prediction.
And I see this Bayern Munich side. They've been scoring goals. Lewandowski, Gnabry, every single person they've been scoring goals. And I see this Bayern Munich side whitewashing Dynamo Kiev. If they can do that to Barcelona, Dynamo Kiev is just like a walk in the park for them. Yes.
You are right about that. Considering their form anyway, so nobody would have expected Dynamo Kiev to outsmart Bayern Munich. So in any way, also considering the fact that Bayern Munich are well experienced in terms of playing the Champions League, I think it should be an easy task for them to do. So that's my take on that. And then also considering Dynamo Kiev, goalless match in their last match, they might not really do fine against a well experienced Bayern Munich. So like that.
And I see this Bayern Munich scoring. This game will have a lot of goals, lots of goals.
Yes. Also the presence of Gnabry, I think he has returned to also do well as well. So I think everybody would like to showcase what they've got. I think there is this thing about Bayern Munich. The seed Pep Guardiola sowed in that place is still there, functioning. They love to score, so they are addicted to scoring. So I believe they will do more if they can do Barcelona the way they did, against Barcelona. If they can, whitewash Barcelona and beat them like a kid. Well, what is Dynamo Kiev? I'm really sorry to use that. If any Dynamo Kiev fan is out there watching, but I think Bayern Munich, in all sincerity, Bayern Munich will do fine.
So I don't really see it. This game is a walk in the park for Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich just go there, enjoy themselves, and come out with 3 points like the.
Yeah, it's a compulsory 3 points because it will only take a miracle for Dynamo Kiev to put on a shock. You understand me? So I believe though in the world of football there are shocks, but I think in this context I'm not really seeing that happening. I'm not really seeing that, except if Bayern Munich are just, they naturally wanted to have a bad day for themselves. That's when Dynamo Kiev will, pull up a good fight against them.
And coupled with the fact now that Dynamo Kiev, they are missing four players in this game, four good players like Ibrahim, Ramirez, Besida. They I think, coupled with the form Bayern is now missing this kind of players again.
So if a Dynamo Kiev in their full squad, to me cannot be able to stand in my position against Bayern Munich, then let alone them having some difficulties in terms of key players not being around. So I don't know, in the world of football anything can happen, but everybody would have predicted straight win for Bayern Munich, handicap winning.
Okay, well, this going on to the second group, the second team in that group, the Benfica versus Barcelona. We all know that a merciless Barcelona. It has not been an easy ride so far from beginning of the season. You see Barcelona drawing, losing, and Ronald Koeman, everybody has been on his neck like, what are you doing? Losing woefully to Bayern Munich. And I get some Barcelona fans be like, we try based on say when Messi dey we collect 8, but now as Messi no dey we collect 3. Do you see? And against Benfica side, this Barcelona, I don't see them. I think they go see struggle. They go see struggle again.
Yeah, you are not far from the truth, and I believe there are so many problems that Barcelona need to iron out. Psychologically, they are having psychological problem at the moment. Not running in the camp of the players. Also on the aspect of the administration of the club. The club is running on at depth. You understand? So it has not been easy. Everybody keep on blaming Ronald Koeman. What would they have done with those caliber of players? Even if Pep Guardiola should return, I still believe we still struggle. So there is no leader in that squad. When Messi was there, I think he was one of the leaders we have now. But the only leader I can point to now could be maybe Piqué or probably Joe Busquets or Jordi Alba. But all those guys are aging, and also if you have maybe 2 or 3 experienced players in the midst of young lads, so you cannot expect them to outsmart a well-experienced Bayern Munich. Now against Bayern Munich, to me they tried. I was expecting something like 10-0 in that match, but at least they put up a good fight. They attacked. You understand me?
I not take it as a try, because this is not the Barcelona. The Barcelona we used to know. They would definitely, despite the fact the last game they collected 8, no problem. But I say I at least they should have make a good account of themselves. Yes, it's Bayern Munich, no doubt, but
I like the fact that you remember to say it's Bayern Munich, because when you say Bayern Munich, we are talking about almighty Bayern Munich, taking on a team that is still in a work in progress. To me, this incumbent Barcelona is still a work in progress. So any team in the world can face Barcelona at the moment. As a matter of fact, if Barcelona were to face any Premier League club, I think the likes of Tottenham can also mount a good pressure against them. Because I'm not really seeing any difference between Barcelona and Everton, so to say, or caliber of Tottenham. So them, putting up a good fight against Bayern Munich, to me, they tried. There was discomposure among in their camp, and they were really playing as if as if they had nothing to lose. They went there to enjoy their game. They played well. They kept possession, but they were only beaten based on experience. You understand me? So now, if you say Barcelona, Benfica, to me, I'm seeing a go-go there in that match. I'm seeing something like 2-2 in that match, because definitely Benfica must definitely score Bayern Munich. Must definitely score Barcelona. Bayern Munich has showed us that their defense is penetrable, so they can really get something against them. So in that match, I don't want to be biased. I'm going for a draw. Benfica, Barcelona.
So you see Benfica shocking Barcelona in tomorrow's game.
Yeah, I'm seeing a draw. 2-2 draw. That's my prediction.
Well, I think But Barcelona side now have a new form of spirit, because in the last game Ansu Fati came back and they actually they scored the goals, and everybody, like, I think they have small hope.
You see, when you compare the team at the moment in Barcelona, taking the whole pressure and mounting into Ansu Fati, I think it's not fair, because that guy is still a young guy, and to me he's not well experienced enough. But Benfica, they have mature players in their camp, and also they have tasted the Champions League so well. So based on that experience alone, I think the only thing that can count, is that name Barcelona. There is no how you play Barcelona. Even the name alone is a pressure. But I still believe the Benfica as a team will be able to contain that pressure. Then, I'm just going for a draw in that match.
Okay, but you know that in this game now, anything less than a win for Barcelona is a loss.
Yeah, it's fine. Anything less than a winning for Barcelona is a loss. So, owing to the fact that Barcelona is a household name already, so everybody would have expected them to win. Barcelona is a big club in the whole world. Regardless of the pressure that they are facing, the problem that they have at the moment, they are still, Barcelona is still a big club. You understand? Whether they have Messi or not, you understand me? Barcelona is still a big club, and people will feel disappointed based on their fan base. You understand me? The level of fans Barcelona has, you cannot compare that to that of Benfica. So definitely they must feel the heat. They would have expected them to just do a miracle. Fans are they don't care whatever the problem is in the camp of this club or the club. What they want to see is the result. So they are expecting Barcelona to win that match. You understand me? But based on the experience of Benfica, I think that Benfica is, they can come up with a point against them.
So we are in for like a surprise tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the surprise there will be that Benfica, we had to win Barcelona or draw. But I'm not the winning. Let me just not do the two. I don't want to be too. How do I put it? But let me just say, too biased. But let me just say a draw, based on the experience of Benfica. They have mature players now. In their league, they are doing fine in their league. In their league, they play less of Porto, they play less Sporting Lisbon and Braga. So they can come up against those ones and still get a good result. So I think that Barcelona team is not beyond the quality that is in the camp of Porto and Sporting Lisbon. So Barcelona is still a work in progress. You understand me? So let's just see a draw.
Okay. Tomorrow a draw. Well, I hope you guys are watching, and I'd like to get your own predictions too. So going further, another big one, like I call it Europa League final replay, but with a twist. Manchester United taking on Villarreal, and the return of Cristiano Ronaldo again. Remember in the last match against Young Boys, he did score, but at the end of the day, Manchester United lose that game. And in the weekend, Manchester United lost to Aston Villa, and it should have been worse. So this same Villarreal side, in their last game, they really did. They showed a good account of themselves playing Atlanta. It was Atlanta they played. It was really a good game for this Villarreal side. And when you look at this Villarreal side, they are not that. They don't have that special player, that special factor. They have everything going on, working for them. Like everybody is a unit. They just know how to click among themselves, and they are very difficult to beat. I don't see Manchester United with what I saw over the weekend. I don't see Manchester United getting even a draw in this one. Yeah, even with the Ronaldo factor.
Yeah, I think there are so many variables attached to that. Manchester United can eventually win the match based on Ronaldo factor, but at the same time, I think it can go either way. Villarreal has showed us that they are not, scared of any team, whether home or away. You understand me? They can go to your home and do a good job there. Even if you have to beat them, the score might be 3-2. So when a away team comes to your home, home ground and score 2 goals, they are telling you that they are not scared of you. You understand? So Villarreal can go to Real Madrid and get a 3-2 there. They can go to Barcelona and get a 5-2 or 4-2 there. So scoring 2 goals away, against a big team in their home ground, it is a sign that you are there to showcase what you have. So as this Manchester United, with the Ronaldo factor, Ronaldo, they can eventually win, but that will also be a surprise to me based on how they play, recently, because they have not played any big team and they are struggling, the way they were struggling, just consider the way they played Aston Villa. It was not like Manchester United that we know in those days. There is this thing in Manchester United. When you are playing them, you know that you are playing Manchester United. You will be running from one spot to another. And you will be conscious of what you do on the pitch. You understand me? Any little mistake, they will take advantage of your mistake and kill you with that. But this Manchester United, they don't have this killing spirit. They don't have this clinical finishing. Except the fact that Ronaldo is there now, that is even giving them the edge now. So with Ronaldo factor, they can come up with a win. Then Villarreal, based on the well-experienced coach that they have, and their team spirit, and also they have these boys that are that are there that want to make names for themselves.
Yes.
So I think it should be a goal galore in that match. 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Again.
No, although by being biased apart, I still think that Manchester United will definitely make a statement.
They will make a statement, but Villarreal is not a team that you can ride over. Even if you are a Bayern Munich, Villarreal will come against you with their full force, and they will tell you that they can beat you, that you are beatable. Look at what they did against Chelsea. It was a very, very strong match. You understand me? So they are not scared whether you are the European champion or not. They went ahead and they played their game. It was just by fate that Chelsea won the match. You understand? So, but let's just say Manchester United as a household name, it's a factor in its own. When you're coming against, a Manchester United, you say, "Wow, I want to play Manchester United."
A Ronaldo Manchester United.
Ronaldo inclined, Manchester United. So it's a big name, to play against. But Villarreal, they will definitely do a good job. That match is going to be a very beautiful match to watch. No, and also based on the head-to-head of Manchester United against Spanish team. Manchester United have not been doing well against Spanish team of I think they just started doing well, improving of late. Before now, they don't have any good result against any Spanish team. Even if the Atletico Bilbao, you come up against Manchester United and beat them. So I think that this Spanish problem that they have. Whenever they face Spanish team, they usually struggle. Yeah, that they struggle.
Wow. So this game is just like is a replay of the Europa League final, and that night that night just keep visualizing in the brain. See Bruno Fernandes crying, Manchester United fans crying, like every. Do you think I don't see this thing repeating itself? I don't see it repeating itself. Especially with the Ronaldo factor coming back or more. Villarreal, they should be in for a shock, despite the fact that Manchester United has lost 2 games on the bounce, one in the Carabao Cup and in the League Cup.
You see, when you say Manchester United will come avenging, you look at the character of the players they have. Check Chelsea, Manchester City. Manchester City came to Stamford Bridge and they told us that, see, you guys have beaten us 3 times in a row. This thing has never happened to our coach, of late. You understand? So we are Manchester City. We have a good squad. We will kill ourselves on this ground. Manchester United don't have that spirit. Man U don't have that spirit. This spirit that says, I want to correct my past errors. I want to show myself as a big team compared to you. I think Manchester does not have that courage. It's only Ronaldo, that can point to as a leader in that squad. It's only Ronaldo. So, and only him cannot do the job. You understand me? So even if they say they want to, come for a revenge and all those things, they might even get beaten if care is not taken. Because there is this thing about avenging. You have to, do some checks and also balancing. You also cover your tracks. You understand? Manchester City attacked Chelsea with their full squad, their full strength, also not forgetting, their weaknesses. So they have to, chalk all those places. If Manchester United can, tackle their weaknesses, then fine, I can say they might come up in 3 points. But they have weaknesses. Many small teams in England have exploited their weaknesses and used it against them. You understand? So as I believe their Villarreal coach is a well-experienced coach enough to know the weaknesses of Manchester United and eat them based on their weaknesses.
Okay, we shouldn't go too far. Well, the game is upon us, and probably by then we'll see if actually it's the same record that keeps going on against Manchester United, or the Ronaldo factor will come to play. All right, now going for the champions of Europe are taking to the pitch again. The last time they played in the Champions League, Juventus ended up winning 1 tie, Chelsea drawing at the bridge, and one man actually just stood up, that Oscar, scoring those fantastic goals against the Buffon. Almighty, it was like wow. Those goals were wow.
I could remember. Okay,
and that was the first time Chelsea won the Champions League, and Chelsea ended up not even leaving that qualifying from the group stage. It was so bad. Now they meet again. Do you think history will repeat itself, despite the fact that this Juventus side, they've been poor this season? That right now they are at the mid-table of the Serie A, which is not. This is not like the Juventus side of old we used to know. And I still think the same thing we talk about Manchester United. The Ronaldo factor is affecting them. They sold Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo was in Juve by now, I don't think they will be where they are. So Juventus taking on Chelsea, so many players will be missing from both sides. From the Juventus side, Morata will be missing, Dybala will be missing. Those two are key players for the Juventus side. Now going over to the Chelsea side, Kante, Mount, Pulisic, Reece James. Wow, I see goals in this game. I just see goals in this game.
Well, you may be seeing goals in this game, and I'm not seeing Juventus scoring more against Chelsea. If I thought they will do any goal, I'm seeing 1 goal from Juventus. They have been struggling in many areas. If you check what has been happening before now, as a matter of fact, even Massimiliano Allegri just proved to us that the tactician people rated him to be, he wasn't in that class. You understand me? I think he built on the effort of Antonio Conte. Conte did a good job while he was in Juventus, and Massimo Allegri built on that effort, and he started winning the leagues in the league based on the difficulties other clubs were facing. But now that they have the challenge is now more, in that league. They have the likes of Jose Mourinho, in the league now, and some other, Luciano Spalletti, and also, many other coaches like that. So now there is a pressure on ground for everybody to face. Allegri is not that tactician. He's not a good tactician to me as a coach. So I believe in Tuchel. Tuchel will do a good job. He will come up with a tactics that will destroy Juventus. Juventus cannot outmatch Chelsea. If they can be struggling like this in their league, the ordinary Udinese, Juventus were struggling under, ordinary Udinese against. So Chelsea will beat them home and away.
So talking about ordinary, Chelsea did struggle in the last 3 games. Chelsea struggled against Zenit. Chelsea struggled against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, and Chelsea actually did lose woefully. Despite it was narrowing, they lost woefully against Manchester City. So I think Chelsea I would like to say Chelsea are also struggling now.
I'm not seeing Chelsea struggling, because when you say Chelsea is struggling, you may say maybe they have not been winning. Chelsea played Zenit for the first time. So if you and I are to fight for the first time, you give me more than 100%. You understand? And as a matter of fact, our coach don't really know what to expect, because they have not done that before. Just for like example, when Frank Lampard was there as a Chelsea coach, the first time he played against Mourinho, he won. And Mourinho said one thing, that he doesn't even know much about the tactical prowess of Lampard. So he didn't even know where to start from. He didn't know where to he just set up the squad against Chelsea, but eventually Chelsea won. You understand? So I think from that first one, you would have known what to expect whenever he's facing Lampard. So when Chelsea plays Zenit, they don't really know what to expect. The only thing they could do was to study their league, how they have been performing. But on a European base, they have not really met on one-on-one before. So that match, Chelsea winning that match, it's a plus to them. You understand me? When you do a fight for the first time with somebody and you won, even if it's a narrow win, it is still a good thing. Then also talking about the Carabao Cup, you look at the importance of that cup itself, and also the caliber of players set up for the game. Eventually, Chelsea won. So what really matters most is Chelsea winning. Whether they won by penalty or they won outrightly, the winning is winning. It will boost your morale, it will boost your confidence. And then the third one you talk about the Manchester City. To me, Chelsea played one of the most defensive games ever. Since I've been watching football, when Manchester City played like that the way they did, if they should play like that against any team in the world, that team will concede more than 5 goals in that match. They played spectacular football that surpassed my thought. Then Chelsea contained even their attack. It shows how defense, the level of their defense prowess. You understand? So Juventus does not have the attack of Manchester City. If they should score 1 goal, maybe due to the laxity on Chelsea side. You understand me? So Chelsea will win that match 2-0. To me, that's my prediction.
Well, the last time Chelsea did face Juventus away from home, I think Chelsea did lose that game now. The last time.
Yeah, gone are those days. We are talking about Tuchel on ground now. Talking about a coach that knows what it takes to be a coach. A coach that that have a very, very good technical staff behind him. That knows the physics and the chemistry of the game. So Juventus are struggling. Massimiliano Allegri, to me, is not a fantastic tactician. Chelsea will beat that squad anyhow, 2-0. With all regards to Juventus, 2-0.
Okay. So this is just a match review for the game so far, and it has been a wonderful time. Let's just do a quick recap, a quick one based on the scoreline, expected scoreline. Bayern Munich Dynamo Kiev 4-1. I think 5-0.
Okay.
Benfica Barcelona
2-2.
Benfica Barcelona. Let me see. That game will be very difficult, but I see Barcelona winning 3-1. Manchester United Villarreal.
I'm seeing a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Let's see. I say a draw. 1-1 draw. Juventus
Chelsea winning 2-0.
2-0. Well, that game will be very, very difficult with Chelsea's latest form. I say a draw. Chelsea might end up playing a draw in that game. So guys, I'd like to get your own predictions, your own team lineup. What do you think predicted team lineup? What do you think would definitely happen in this game? Let's see your ability to predict in these games that we've talked about so far, and drop out your comments on the comment section. If this is your first time here on our channel, remember to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon too to get notified whenever we drop in new videos, and tomorrow we'll catch you. Bye.